Greetings, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you all are having a great day so far. We have made it to Friday. We are in for some more Dune for our Friday night with Fred tonight. So looking forward to hanging out with you guys in chat, and whoever is available to join me in game as well. Looking forward to some fun conversations and some fun excitement in game as well. Everybody watching the stream replays, thank you so much. Your support is much appreciated. I enjoy hearing from you, so leave me your comments and I will reply to those as I see them. Be sure to drop a follow, subscribe. The more support I get, the more often I can do this for you. So looking forward to continuing to grow and continuing to expand what we do around here. So sounds like we still have all sorts of missile launchers going off. Let's see here. The map has been reset for all of the random components. Our journey here. Let's take a look. It's our cutting edge. Right, no undone. Kind of curious if it has reset the last time we checked, it hadn't reset any of the two guys that you talked to at Crossroads and Pinnacle for new quests for that, but I want to check on that and see for sure. Do we still have... We've got a couple of things in our inventory, a couple of weird things in our inventory here. Vehicle fuel cell. That, oh, we can't drop that for some reason. Or those. Okay. Actually, can we put that in? Puppeteers, hello. How are you? It sounded like a flight attendant. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yep, let's put our, see if I can put a worm tooth down here. Yes. Nope, we cannot put that in a chest. We have to keep that in our inventory. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, back upstairs, put all this metal down. Start to get well practiced. You know, it's not a script. You do repeat some of the same stuff a lot and try to make it sound fun and interesting as much as possible. I need to do some organization here. I do need some more of these. Vickery, hello, how are you? Can go in there. I'm sure we have a spot for all of our salvaged metal. There it is. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we need a lot more spice. We don't have enough spice to do anything with right now. Oh, we've got, yeah. Put these in a chest, because of course we can't. All the residue. Matter of perspective, your mother was a flight attendant. I thought about it for a while. It was one of those things that I considered, you know, when you're growing up and you are looking for what your career is going to be. It was a consideration. Didn't end up doing it. Alright, so we need a lot more space. We can't even begin to craft our carrier at all, because we need to make the advanced vehicle crafter. Construction here. Spacebar generator. It's water. Construction, here we go. Advanced vehicle fabricator. But we have enough to make the fabricator. We need some more industrial pumps. I still say that they look like sewing machines, but... Okay, so we need to go get some more industrial pumps, which are, I believe, in the research stations up in the up in the deep desert. I keep wanting to say high desert because I'm a desert rat. Let me pull up my chart here where to find everything. But I believe that's where we need to go. Make sure I have inventory on here. Yes. Nope, we need to. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. I keep forgetting that I can pull straight from... We did not need to go downstairs, we needed to go upstairs. I promise, I know the layout of my house. Fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, sixth one. There we go, and our scout, there we go. Beautiful. All right, perfect. Industrial pumps. I should have pulled that up before. Let's see. Sentinel City, okay. Alright, not where I thought they were, but okay. No, I love my desert heritage. I would love to get back there if I could. Hello, Kathivi. There is... There they are. Let's see, it should be guild, right? Nope. There we go. I can type, I promise. Shit. No, I do. I miss the desert. I don't currently live in that area anymore, but it, let's see. Is this Sentinel City? Helios Gate. What did it say? You'd think I just looked at it. Directly to the west of Pinnacle. Just remembering where everything is. It's a trial. Sentinel City, there it is. Okay, so this is where we need to go. Beautiful. All right, all right. I would rather be too warm than too cold. And we're off. Get some more industrial pumps. Whereabouts in the Desert Heritage are we talking? You found 20? Okay. I can't remember off the top of my head how many I needed. I know I just looked at it. How many more I needed. I'm working on building the advanced vehicle fabricator, so it was 15. Okay. I still want to come over here and look for those, just so that we have extras for when we need them, because I'm sure we need them for more than just that. I'm sure we'll need them for the actual vehicles as well. Southern Cali. I would kill for 90 degrees right now. I'm originally from Arizona. Southern Arizona. Well, southern-ish. I was born and raised in Phoenix. So not quite south. Think of Tucson as southern Arizona. It's the ender down here. It is, but it's not humid. So, alright, we weren't walking there for a second, we were just sliding. Oops. Fingers are flipping all over the place. Having a lack of humidity to go along with the heat makes the biggest difference. Come on. There we go. Take all the bits and bobs. Just trying to shoot me. Nope. Nothing for you. Also, might as well grab that while we're here. Everybody makes fun of me for saying, you know, it's like, oh, it's a dry heat. But it is. I mean, it does truly make a difference. When I moved, like I said, I grew up in Phoenix, and when the family moved, when I was a teenager, to the Midwest, I felt like I had to relearn how to breathe, just because of the difference in the thickness of the air in the summer. How humid it was. Yeah, that's full, just so that we have it. Probably should check these buildings a little more thoroughly. What I'm looking for is probably not until deeper in anyway. nice, intricate cave system. It's fun. Using the natural tunnels for your hideout, just like a villain. There's probably a exit here. Nope, it's not. Ooh, you skipped out of it. Beer. Lived in Georgia and North Carolina for almost a year. Warm rain is vile. I mean, there's a difference between that kind of warm rain and desert warm rain. Ow. What I don't like is when it's cold in the winter, but it's just cold and damp and there's no actual like snow or anything. It's just cold and wet. It's extremely frustrating. No chests up here. You love that. You just like when it's cold and wet. There's a chest. If it's going to be cold, it might as well snow. And if it's going to snow, it might as well snow enough to, you know, make everything shut down for real. Not, oh, there's an inch of snow on the ground, everybody forgets how to drive. But, like, bury you in snow kind of snow. There's 5 pumps. There was one winter that we got like 2 or 3 feet of snow overnight. I was like, okay, that's a legitimate shutdown. That's fine. That was fun. And we got more than that as the day progressed, but we did when I was a kid. There was actually snow in Phoenix one year. I don't remember what month it was. I want to say it was probably like January or something. But, I mean, it wasn't enough to stick, but, you know, something that we didn't get to see very often, so it was fun. Nothing beats a good desert monsoon, though. I was gonna sneak up on him, but oh. Damn it. Take that. And that. There we go. Thank you so much for the posture check. Horknagard, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Ground in here. Looks interactable. I should be able to touch it. Keep my shoulders back, my chin up. You're sick about the flu? Oh no. That's awful. I hope you feel better soon. I'm happy to be your entertainment. Alright, we're looking for a purple band somewhere. Oh, nobody's here. It's a figment of your imagination. There's the purple band. Thankfully, I don't get sick very often, but when I do, it definitely kicks me on my butt. It doesn't snow there, where you are. Twice in your life, and melted within 10 seconds of hitting the ground. Yeah. That's the great thing about out west, like in Arizona, or places in Cali, where you can, like, live where it's warm, where it doesn't snow, you don't have to worry about the weather. And then just drive a couple hours and you're in the snow. You can go skiing, you know, go visit and not have to live in it. It's nice. Got sick with the flu yesterday. Using your tablet. Nice. I will say it is convenient to be able to have a portable device to be able to still achieve things when you don't feel well. People down there. Did we clear this? I think we did. Yeah. Alright, yep, we cleared all that. A little bit of rubber banding there. You a player? Yes, okay, it's you. Beautiful. More pumps. It's been a while since I've been through here, so. Feel like you've been run over by a truck or something heavy. Yeah, it's weird how that's kind of like the universal like descriptor of not feeling well, of being sick. It's like you feel like you got ran over by a truck. It's what it's a descriptor that everybody uses, and it's just, how did that start and why did it become like the thing? The origins of phrasing. Ooh, sneaky. We're in loot goblin mode. We really are. Did I miss a large chest? Show me. Thank you. Beautiful. Did I get this one over here? Oh, I missed a smaller chest over here. Yeah, I got that one. Okay. Good. When you first get the flu, it hits you hard every time. Yeah. Like I said, I don't get sick often, but when I do, it definitely knocks me down. course, unfortunately, I've said that out loud now. I cannot get sick until after Wednesday. I have things at work that I have to deal with. Oh, cannot be sick until after Wednesday. Nope. Come on, you're skinny enough. Go through. Flamethrower. There are certain ones you always get rid of first. Okay, you're done. It is being weird today. Does not want to stay on target. There we go. Very much doesn't want him to stay on target. There we go. Beautiful. Particularly curious. You've been hit by a truck and you can say it feels nothing like that. And you still describe it that way. Nice. You got hit by a truck, huh? That's a story. Feel free to share if you like. I am intrigued. Don't see anything up there. He'll try not to affect me. Yes, exactly. Good. Germs by proxy, I guess. Let's see. We got a good amount of stuff. Got 19 of those things. Works for me. Alright. Where'd I park my Thopter? Over this way. Alright, we got these. So we'll be able to make the fabricator now. And then we'll see how much spice we have, how much spice we need, and make a spice run. We're too far away. Nothing more annoying than being hit and not being able to use your power to skip out of it. Seriously, where did I park? Must be on the other side of this. Interesting. I love the suspensor belt. It's great. There she is. worse than a, parking in the North 40, the parking lot. You were in a parking lot. The truck couldn't have been going more than 15. And you're kind of hard to notice. I know what that feels like. Apparently, I'm surprisingly hard to notice. I haven't ever been hit by a truck, but I can walk up next to a person and they won't even notice. They'll have no idea. I actually did that today at work. Two people were having a conversation and I needed to talk to one of them. So I, came up close to them, like not interrupting their conversation, but in proximity. And they had no idea I was standing there until they turned around. And I startled them. Like, I wasn't even behind them. I was like where they should have been able to see me in their periphery. It's very amusing. I'm either really good at sneaking up on people in work boots, and, having a low profile. That's kind of a thing too. You've definitely used the power for mischief. Yeah. It's hard not to. I mean, it's there. If you don't have a little bit of fun with it. I need to build it upstairs. Where did I put my building tool, though? In one sense, I'm okay with needing the building tool because it makes sense to have some sort of utility device to be able to craft and build structures. But I kind of prefer, to just have to have a separate menu for it, not, an entire device, because you have to remember where you put the stupid thing. No, wait, with the fabricators, though, I shouldn't have to, right? Nope, not that. Shit. I've been playing too many games lately. Yeah. If you need to use anything to make yourself a thopter, you're welcome to it. The guild stuff is all open for everybody. So you should be fine to use anything. No, you do have to have the... Okay. Maybe I put it down here. Yep, there it is. Put all that away. The last movie I watched, I don't think I've watched anything since a couple of weekends ago. But in the background while I was doing other stuff, I was watching the Ocean's movies. Ocean's 11 and 12. out of the two. They're just, you know, fun heist movies. I wouldn't call them my favorite. They're good movies to have on in the background. Refineries, advanced weapons. Can I not? I researched it, right? Oh no, I didn't research it, that's why. Confirm. Alright, let's do that. One really good movie that I watched a little while back. You watched, oh, The Green Mile is so good. They did a really good job with that one. Yeah, son of a bitch, I'm in. No, The Green Mile is amazing. They did a really good job adapting that book. That it wasn't really a book because the way he wrote it was for episodic magazines. But nope. There you go. That thing is huge. Jeez Louise, I'm gonna have to build a whole new thing. I mean, it makes sense that it's massive. Good Lord. Okay. Oh my gosh. Unless by some miracle we have one hidden about somewhere. Area. This is all this over here. Let's see what kind of space we have in this area. Okay, that's all of our water management. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to build more. Of course we are. Let's take a look upstairs, see if we can build any farther up. Where is the edge? Got those down there. That is the top of our building space. Got some space down here. Build another. I don't want to block this in though too much. Can we? We can put it in the back. Let's build ourselves a floor here. Currently, what's our current guild count at? Whoops. Looks like we've got quite a few in our guild right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there was a number right there. Rather than counting, it was right there. About building, you can destroy the subconsole and make a new one up on the roof, and it'll just build up a lot more. Okay. If we need to do that, we will. In the meantime, though, we can... This one's flat-ish. How much of a problem is that going to be to get the vehicles out of, though? Well, with the fabricator, you just build the parts and then put the vehicle together. We're going to have to build a hangar, though, for the big... for our big vehicles. I don't want to block all this off. When I'm building, I have this bad habit of like really focusing on thinking everything through before I start, and probably making it more complicated than it needs to be, really. I've got this whole space here. Let's see if we can build out this way and put it here. For now, that'll work. Subconsole claims buildable space on all 6 sides. If you build it on the ground, there's a lot of the buildable space wasted under the map. Okay, cool. So, in theory, you could place it down, start your build, destroy it, and move it up to like a 2nd floor so that it uses that space more efficiently then. Alright. Is it when you play cross game, like when you see their names if you pop in often? If you join the guild, you'll see them. This particular game, because there is a lot of PvP elements, you don't necessarily... It's more difficult to see other players and tell that they're actual players or NPCs. So they do kind of do that on purpose. Build this platform out. This way. We have pillars. I think we should have pillars. Structural. There we go. Make everything match here. Pillar base, pillar top. Okay. So the pillar comes in 3 pieces. Awesome. But yeah, you'll be able to see everybody in the guild once you join in. If you want to hop in, that info is in the Discord. Just let me know to look for, and I'll if you want to hop into the server, and I can get you the guild info. Audra Cool, hello, how are you? It is good to see you. I am doing well. Let's do, it's a corner column. Okay. Actually, let's do the top first. Make sure that this stays supported so we don't collapse on ourselves. Wonder if that's going to be enough support. Base it into the ground just so that it's there. And that one's good right there. Alright. I think... Oh no, this needs to be turned. Dang it, all the... When you hit the wrong button mid-build, and you have to do it all over again. Oh good, never mind. You don't have to do it all over again. rotate. There we go. That did it right. And is this one? This one is not facing the right way. I don't know why it auto-rotated. That one. Just make sure it's in the ground. Cotton picking. Alright, okay. I think we're good. Oh yeah, there are some of the players that play multiple games with me. Some of them are strictly here so far, but we play some of the other multiplayer games are Enshrouded, Valheim. There's some more multiplayer that we're going to be adding in as well. But yeah, you'll see them pop in on other games as well. It's just curiosity. Oh yeah, yep. You'll see some of the some repeats for sure. We've got a good crew. Okay, so there's that. And let's see if we can access this from inside, if we can make a door. Apparently I can't drink while I'm climbing. No multitasking. We are not wearing a camelback, apparently. This is going to be, should be able to build a door here. Oops. Keep trying to use the wrong buttons. What does the perfect mean? That is not what I want to demolish. So that's what that means. So I'll have to do stairs here. We can put the stairs in the corner. And the fabricator can go support. Okay, there we go. I think it's massive. Oops. Because it's hanging off the edge. Oh shit. I keep trying to rotate it the wrong way. The wrong keys. Build this out further. Nope, okay. Hopefully that's enough space. Trying to back up here. How do we? Oh, Alt. Left Alt. Okay, so that must be the edge. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we don't need to build it quite out this far. But that's fine, because we'll need to put other things here anyway. Is that going to interfere with the wall? If we wanted to enclose this and put a wall up? I don't know. I'm actually surprised. Okay, got enough power. I expect kind of half expected things to not to shut down, but we're good. Okay. Yep, spice. Looks like spice. Oh, that's kind of cool. They added where, unless it's always been there, I just haven't noticed where to find it. Which, that we knew. Our Sotthopter. And Jadablo 80. Hey, welcome into chat. Good to see you. Yeah, I'll look for an invite. Precision rangefinder. Okay. Oh, that's for the rocket launcher for the assault. We have to build ourselves one of those. We can make wings. We can make a few. We can make one wing. We can make one wing. Gamer go Fred. So, send me an invite and I will get you added. Okay, we're also going to need more plastinium probably. We don't have a ton of those. Side hull. There's a lot more pieces to a carrier. And then, of course, also the sand crawler. Triforged hydraulic piston found in the deep desert or crafted in the advanced survival fabricator. Okay. I like that it tells you where you can find them or craft them. Alright, but we do need to go on a spice run, so that's what we're going to need to do first. So regardless of anything else, we do need... Oops, let me put a door in here so that we're not open to the outside here. Bring that up to guild. And yes, it's a door in the wall. We'll build stairs in a bit. Actually, can we? The stairs going to... Yeah, it's going to be blocked by that. Alright, that's fine. We can jump. That's what jumping is for. I'm okay with it. Alright, we'll put this out. We should have... I always forget that you have to take this off of your inventory. Our compactor, we need to repair our compactor. I'm going to carry 2 compactors because they will wear out fairly quickly. I had a spare industrial somewhere. Or is that the one that we got eaten with? We did an experiment to see if when we were raiding the crashed ships, if we could hide in them and the worm wouldn't get us. And I may have had that compactor on me for that one. Looks like I didn't put it in there. It is unfortunate. We'll have to make another one. Where's my survival fabricator? There we go. I don't like that the advanced fabricator doesn't do all of the stuff that the other one does. extractor. Where is... It's in here. Oh, there it is. Industrial center coverage. Here we go. Aluminum. I'll have to make another aluminum run soon. These things do wear out. We need them, so. There has been a few occasions where I crafted something and forgot that it didn't automatically go into our inventory and left it in the fabricator, and then I went out, I'm like, where did I do it? I know I crafted the thing. And yeah, so let's empty our inventory so we don't go out there with, you know, full pockets. Fuel cells. We don't want to drop the wrong things here. That can be dropped. We can drop all our blood as well. Research that. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Apparently we picked up another full leader, John. Did not realize that. Thank you so much for the hydration, Cathevia. I'm going to be headed up into the deep desert in just a minute. Are you at the point where you can get up there yet? I just have the Scout Thopter, so we won't be able to ride together if you can get up there. You're going to try to rest? It's an hour past midnight here. Yes, go get some rest. Feel better. Thank you for dropping in for a little while. Appreciate it. Okay, all of this needs to be put away. All of that can be put away. I think there's one over here that has all the other random stuff in it. Or half-broken things. Beautiful. Alright. We'll drop our blood off. We're not going to be out there long enough to need both of these leader johns, but I'm kind of curious where I picked up that other full one. Not complaining at all, because that will definitely come in handy to have more than one. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Let's head out. Yep, that should be good. Off to find space. Oh, they keep dropping these ships in front of me, and I really want to go loot all of them because it's fun. Like, it doesn't take any time to do. You just run around and loot all of those. I wish there were more times where it triggered combat. It's kind of random, which is good because you never know if it's going to be a problem or not. You open up the cargo pods and that may trigger enemy spawns plus the worm. It always triggers the worm, but you know what, how close those are going to be. Just don't panic and turn on your shield. Let's go see where the spice is today. Do you think they're ever going to fix that and make it less violent, I guess, for lack of a proper term? Can't go to the desert yet, but you'll be able to get some aluminum later. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we do need, we're getting running low on aluminum, so if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. Let's just run here. Let's see if there is the chart. It is nice that there's info out there to tell you, you know, where the spice blows are. Somewhere. Or we could just fly around and look for them, because that's always fun too. Yeah. It's not going to be an easy research answer, so. You start to recognize names in game as well, the people that are always hanging out here in the deep desert. This all reset, so textures there, A2. I'll just take a look-see and find out what there is. And hopefully not get blown out of the sky. Yeah, it's fun knowing that there's going to be people around. It's the whole end of summer. It's been a holiday week, so little scarce at the moment, but we do have good times. Use Labor Day week as their last hurrah before fall and the horrid dread of winter. I'm a homebody though, which is good. Get to hang around with all the nerds. What, dreaded winter? Oh, don't worry. There's more people around here who like winter. I'm kind of one of the few who enjoy the heat, so we like to pick on each other. Dune has a free weekend again? Nice. Yeah, so if you want to give the game a try, if you haven't bought it yet, if you aren't already playing, they do have the free weekend in preparation for Chapter 2, which drops the 10th, if I remember correctly. Oh, perfect. Good timing. Good timing. And there's in the Discord, there's a link for that, and a link command in chat for the Discord. We have a channel for Dune, the multiplayer voice channel, if you do decide you want to play. Get it all compacted and then start to pick it up. Being on the downslope of the dune, it's hard to tell. Can't watch for the worm sign as well. There she is, over there. Oh, here she comes. Oh. There she is. Nice. We played No Man's Sky last night, and we landed on a planet that had worms as well. They weren't hostile like Shai-Hulud, but it was just really funny. Like, I can't escape the worms no matter what planet I'm on. There's much more ground shaking with those worms, though. Looking forward to spending some more time in No Man's Sky. It's another one that is technically multiplayer. Because it is so scattered, like the world is so large, the universe of the game. You don't run into people in the same way that you do where you're entirely on a planet. Looking forward to more No Man's Sky and the space travel. It's kind of a, not necessarily a new style of game, but a new environment. In the sense that I haven't played a lot of games that have the interplanetary travel and space flight and space combat, so I didn't realize, like, when I pulled it up, I didn't realize that I had so little time in that game. Because I've tried to play it a couple of times and really get into it, and haven't buried myself in it the same way that I have, like in Shrouded or this or 7 Days. Come on, there's one more. I had one more left to pick up. Perfect. Let's see if we get lucky again. That was really nice, having that blow happen right in front of us. Turn this way, kind of. We'll run a zigzag pattern and see what we can manage. Don't turn far enough. Got a couple of bases down here. I need to find out. Alright, look at that. See? They're active tonight. We like this. This is good. Oh, there's some more on top of the hill too. Right there. We'll get the fresh blow first and come back for this little spot here. Hey Velcro, are you gonna come say hi? More over there too. Nifty. Was it that spot? Might have been that spot. Kind of looked like it was in between. But all right. Awesome. To let me know what you think of it. Not sure that being on top of the dune is any safer. It feels a little bit safer just because you've got line of sight. As my Thopter goes sliding down the dune. It's great. It's fine. I was a little nervous when I first started playing because they did lean into the PvP aspect of the game, but the whole starting section is just PvE, and even in the deep desert where I am now, there are certain sections that you can that are still PvE, and the PvP is up in the higher zones. So you can have both worlds, both play styles, depending on what you want out of the game. There are high tier things that you can only get in the PvP areas, but for the most part, the people that I've come across, the random people in game, have not been a problem. Even the times where, like, there was one time that we did get shot out of the sky. There were 3 of us running Spice, and we did get shot out of the sky, and it was frustrating because they did wait for us to be finished and wait until we take off, and so they could, take it from us. But it's only happened once. there were a couple other times we got shot at, but we weren't chased down or shot out for the sake of being shot at, just because, you know. Yes, and because of murder. We do enjoy the murder. That's just visually it's such a beautiful game. So it makes it fun to just run around and explore, like, for no reason, just because. Nope. Technically right now we're in a PvP area, which is odd because we're just in 2, unless there's a ship crash nearby. Where was that other bit of space? I know I saw another. A shadow. Is it on the other side of this dune? Somebody else already got it, which was weird because I didn't hear anybody. See it now. I get too close that way, we'll run into the wall. Running into the edge of the map. Straight this way, see if we can find another one. If you can hear that, that was Velcro being Velcro. Cats are so weird. They're always seeing ghosts. There's the shipwreck. There it is. I knew I saw another one. See if we can manage to fill up with spice down in these lower areas so the trip back isn't quite so long. It's about to break. That's why we brought 2. You really... The amount of spice that you have to harvest by hand, by compactor, in order to even make the harvester, which will make harvesting spice so much easier. That's all of it. Come on. That was a little closer than I'm comfortable with. You've got a little bit of time when it breaches until it comes for you. It's like, how far do you stretch that time? Especially when you've done all of this work for something that you really, really need. If I'm just running around exploring and just gathering random stuff, it wouldn't bother me as much. It's usually when I make something new that I start to have close calls, things that I would really not want to lose right away. Then he really likes to try to make a snack out of me. Shaolin, welcome into chat. The worm gives you anxiety. Yeah, sometimes. I have to remind myself to breathe on occasion. Did we get it all? Over, like that. So he's just plenty far away when he breaches. Of course, with my luck, there's more than one. I will be watching that one while another one sneaks up behind us. Continuing east here. So we can find more. How are we on? Let's get up to altitude. There we go. Yeah, we've got plenty of space. Not even half full on our thopter. You were crossing in the buggy one night. He was just under the sand and bumped the buggy. Yeah. He flipped your buggy, but you kept on going? Nice. You got lucky. Like, sometimes, though, that thrill is really what makes the game. That's... yeah. We've had some pretty fun close calls. Oh. He was playing with his food. He was teasing you. It's exciting. Keeps the game from getting boring, right? It's like when a shark is trying to figure out whether whether something is food or not. It bumps it, kind of plays with it a little bit. I think we just got lucky with those couple. Hopefully. I1 just popped. Looks like there's one in I1. How busy is it going to be, and is it a big one? You have a love-hate relationship with this game? Being mostly a solo player and limited time to play. Gets frustrating dividing your time between grinding and quests. Yeah, I definitely get that. Not having a lot of time to play. And wanting to, you know, keep things interesting and entertaining and keep the activity going for you guys. I've been really, really lucky, and I've got a great group of people that do a lot of harvesting off stream, so I don't have to do too many runs. Like I said, with the end of summer week that it's been, we are running solo tonight. They might pop in later. We'll see. I'm used to playing most games solo. I've only, you know, recently started playing with people in general across multiple games. So it's been an adventure. I1 is up there. All right. Shellen, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. No problem. I'm glad to have you. Well, we might have to go up farther. Ah, there's one. First start to the right and straight on till morning. Nice. That's awesome. Awesome. I've only been playing video games for a handful of years, so I still have a lot of learning to do myself. So it's fun. It's super fun. Trail riding season never ends. Just depends on if you want to be doing it in the cold or not. Horseback or ATV? Please say horseback. Oh, on the Jeep? Okay. That works too. There's some spice. I am... set that waypoint right about there. It's probably not where that is. But it'll give us a rough idea. Because I want to hit this blow. feel like horseback, but you can't take it anymore. Yeah. Horses are defective cows. Yeah, but you can't ride a cow like you can ride a horse. The thrill of that power. Cows are too wide. Rock crawling isn't easy on your back. This is true, but the posture is different. So, you know, you're in a seat as opposed to straddling, so potentially a little bit easier. A cow would be a rough ride. No, they are. They can be very fast. You can't get them to walk downstairs, though. This looks like a pretty big blow. Let's take a look around, see if anybody else is hopping in. Don't see anybody else. I mean, there are some cute cows, but horses are pretty. Let's switch out our I mean, Highland cows, they're cute. They're adorable. Bison. Bison are cute. You counter my statement with a declaration of war. Nice. I'm okay with that. He's close. Where is he? I can't see. He's still above ground. Okay, now he's below ground. Let me in. You would have been chased off already in your servers trying to farm spice this way? There's only been twice. Once we actually got hit after we were done. They were laying in wait for us. That was and we got blown out of the sky with that one. There was another time that we did get chased off. They shot at us until we left. So that one wasn't too bad because we did at least get a little bit. But I think we got really lucky with this server. It's been decently chill. Trying to get enough spice to build our carrier and crawler. Usually I've got a little bit of help, but I'm on my own today, which is fine. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Harmony was chill, but then one of the big time streamers played. Yeah. Yeah. It can get a little rough sometimes. Popularity has its price on occasion. Bye. We're on Indara, so like I said, it's been pretty chill. Come on, here we go. I need to get the another schematic for the soft step boots so that I can repair them. On the other side of the dune. I always feel like I'm like jumping the gun, taking off as quickly as I do. Because you have a decent amount of time. But I'd rather be up in the air a little early than get eaten. How are we doing on inventory? Okay, we're good. We're fine. Blood X, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. It's good to have you. You always take off when you get the aggro. Yeah. I used to be more jumpy. Like taking off the minute that you get the aggro notification, but not quite so bad, not quite so panicky. There was that time that I panicked when I hit the quicksand the first time. It was entertaining. Luckily it was just my sand bike and not my buggy. I think with the buggy I would have been able to get out a little bit better. See, now that you have way more time than you thought you had. Yeah. And it's easier to tell that too when you're not actually the one playing, when you're looking at it and seeing somebody else do it. It's easier to see that you do have more time because it's not your character on the line. Anyways. As long as you can get eyes on where they're at when they breach. Just have to remember to get high enough. I have had a couple of close calls where I wasn't high enough, and he still came out of the sand at me. I had to book it higher. That was uncomfortable. Hey. Nope. Take it in batches. Compact it in batches, take it up in batches. Fill the thopter, fill the pockets, take it back, and realize it. As much as I've gathered, it's still nothing. Also compact way more than I do. You do a few and you're afraid of them disappearing. Yeah, I was at first too. I was the same way. I would do a couple, pick them up, do a couple, pick them up. But they don't appear to disappear or be damaged like when the worm comes through. That was my thought. It would make sense that when the worm comes through, it would disperse what you've already compacted. But it doesn't seem to, so it feels more efficient this way. When it goes in front of the sun and you get that shadow, it makes it feel so much closer than what it really is. I'm going through water like nobody's business today. I'm never quite sure how quickly it's going to turn around and come back. Like, do I go ahead and land now? That's one of the things that I'm still very nervous about, is coming back down too soon. So that still gets me a little bit. My biggest fear when I do stretch the time out, that, you know, after we've got the aggro and he's breached and you're waiting for him to come get you, is you think you're okay, and so you wait till the last minute, you get to your ship, and some random glitch happens where it doesn't let you board right away, or you're just in the wrong position and won't trigger that. That's like my biggest fear. It's like, that's what gets me eaten, you know? I am not currently wearing soft set boots. I wore them out. I was given a pair, but I don't have the schematic to repair them. I haven't found my own yet, so I can't repair them. But I was wearing them for a while. Okay, my ship is full. Let's see if I can fill up my backpack real quick. Nope. Don't harvest, pick up the pile. Please and thank you. I lost track of him. Right? I'd appreciate it. I appreciate the thought. I know there's specific places that you can go farm for the schematic. I can't remember where somebody said they were. If I really felt like I wanted to go farm for it. Okay, backpack's full, thopter's full. Alright. If somebody wants to come get this is in H8. Okay. That's a big one. I know we set the marker for the other one, but that was just a small blow, so I'm not too worried about it. I want to say somebody told me they were in Sheol, in the ships down there, but I could be thinking of something else. There's a lot of different armor pieces and sets and rare schematics to find. My play style tends to be enjoy the game for what it is, enjoy the environment, explore, craft, go beat up on people. The NPCs, not other players, rather than focusing on all of the rare equipment and finding the best armor and weapons and all of the rare collectibles. So my play style doesn't lean that way. But definitely getting more into doing all those things because, you know, it is fun. It's fun. I'm a loot goblin, so I do like to collect things when I come across them in what I'm doing anyway. So the flight back is always a bit longer. Archimedes, hello, how are you? What? Tell me. You got the job? Awesome. Nice. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Congratulations. Killer Jam, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. It's good to see you. How much is that going to change your schedule? Do we get coffee time back? Jamming, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Good to have you. No change in the schedule yet? Okay. I guess I can be patient. But good. Hopefully that new job is going to be better for you. Got to transition to the new role, so you're doing both for a while. Yeah, that makes sense. Me too. I'm excited for you. Hey, Killer Jam, how are you? I'm good. I'm doing good. It is Friday. I survived the week. Oh, we're golden. Still have to make it through the beginning of next week. One of the people at work is on vacation, so I am doing a lot of covering other projects besides my own. Oh, that's always an adventure. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. You're doing good. You died a couple of times in Schedule 1, but you had fun. Nice. Dying isn't always a bad thing. Depends on the consequences and what you have to do to reset. Just means you get to practice and get better. Right, dying is a learning experience, exactly. You learn what not to do, unless, you tend to do the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. The definition of insanity. I haven't looked much into it, I haven't, other than knowing that it exists. Getting there. Two more letters of the alphabet to go. This is better than the other day, though. For some reason, our flight speed was really low. It's a blast to play with people. Nice. Your flight speed is always low. Keeping your dot below the center line is always helpful. The different types of wings will give you higher speeds. And also, it depends on what your repair status is on them. I had to replace my wings at one point because they were so damaged that was affecting my flight speed. So, but yeah, the other day, because they were brand new wings, I don't know what the problem was the other day, but it seems to not be a problem now. But yeah, definitely keeping your nose level helps. Where's... I thought the entrance was down here somewhere. I want to say it's here. Nice. It's good to have multiple nicknames. And hey, if you live up to them, all the more fun, right? You need to find titanium and stravidium. Yeah. There's a couple of good spots. If you find the islands where you can mine those, make it worth the trip. That's what you should be doing. Just haven't felt like playing since you got home from work. You're covering 3 different routes on your job. What do you do? I don't know if that's because it's not showing me. Will this be the wall or will this be the travel point? The spice is purple sawdust. The in-game chat. That's fun. There we go. I think it resets every week with the big storm, and so it's not in the same place every time. But I'll keep an eye out while I'm out here for spice. And I don't know if it's the same across servers either. It would be interesting to know. I am looking forward to some new content, getting some more story. Appliance repair tech, fun. Lots of variety with that. You wish they would add more toolbars? Like, what else would you like to see? Like, if you had, like, 2 loadouts for your hotbar, like for your crafting or harvesting, and then your weapons. But Something like that. Yeah. That would be nice. That would be nice. I've played a few different games that have the 2 different loadouts. Whether it's for multiple combat types or having a building loadout and a combat loadout. I don't mind what they've done here in the basin. I'm curious if if these rocket launchers are gonna stay. Like, I don't mind the visuals. I don't mind that they're there, but the constant thumping can be, if I spend too much time down here, it may be irritating. Thankfully, it's not as it's not a consistent rhythm, like a ticking of a clock. The option to play in full PvP or PvE worlds. So, like, having the basin be PvP as well. Like OH. I don't recognize the acronym. Got myself pinched in the wings. Alright, let's put this in here. Alright, have fun at the store. Thank you so much for hopping in, Killer Jim. Appreciate it. Always good to see you. Okay. Put that in there. Not my bike, my thopter. We're down to 1 sand bike because we did sacrifice one for the worm experiment the other day. I'm curious. The larger spice refinery, is that better yield for less spice? Let's see if it tells me in the research. Spice power generator, large spice refinery. More efficiently than other spice refineries. The medium spice refinery. There's that. We will go ahead and research that one just so we have it unlocked. Advanced machinery. Plastinium, we'll need to get more. You need 1,000 spice melange to even make the thing that lets you do it more efficiently. That's great. Alright, so we don't have a choice but to use the small one for right now. Okay, we'll see if we can make more plastinium. So we can at least get the medium one up. All of that spice that we brought back, and we can only make 40. It's crazy. It's definitely... yeah, we need more titanium while we're up there too. Because of course we do. Be nice if they added an Omni tool that could be a scanner and collect resources. Yeah, having the scanner, like have the cutter have a scanner mechanic to it. So like it's one device with 2 mechanics. Like I have, the only time I've ever carried one of the scanners is when it was for a specific quest, because it just takes up space in my inventory that thought I needed for other more important things. So it is resource hungry. It is. I think that's they made it so that it's meant to be played with a guild. They kind of leaned into that a lot. This should be crafting out of our refining benches as well, I hope. The death still was a game changer. Yeah, not having to carry. Well, I still do, because you can only carry one body. I mean, unless you're out in your buggy or your thopter and are running them back and forth and loading them into your vehicle. But yeah, definitely for sure. Speaking of which, I should check my water. How is my water? Oh, wow, okay. Let's get some bodies. Speaking of which, thank you for the reminder. Unintentional reminder, but it works. How many bodies do we have lurking? Looks like we need to go on another body run as well. So many cisterns. Yeah, right. Yeah. It takes a lot. Like when you start refining all of the ores, and the spice obviously takes it. It's like you use so much water. You don't realize it until you get to the higher tier stuff. You're like, oh, water's not a problem. We're fine. But no. Then all of a sudden, you are always out of water. And there's not, I have to go body harvesting down here in the basin. We need to go up and get more titanium and more spice. Right? Titanium is what we needed? Yeah, titanium. Alright. Hero Miser 2, you turn everything off. You're not using off. Yeah, I try to. Oh, speaking of which, probably need to pay my taxes as well. There was a point where I was more cautious about that, but my crew was kind enough to build me several wind generators. Yeah. So my guild has taken very good care of me. Let's go. Let's see. I'll go grab some bodies from over here. Okay, that is not the button I wanted. You have 3 of the larger ones up too? Yeah. Go grab some bodies from over here real quick. Get our circuit filled back up. Park close enough. Boys, we're too far away. Great. Sometimes it doesn't automatically pull my sword out when I go into combat, which is really frustrating. Come on. will you though? Will you gut me? Gut me like a fish? Or gut me like... Let's see. Come on. You guys are more trouble than you're worth. Are we finished? Please and thank you. It is really nice that you can also double tap these guys. You can harvest them with the blood extractor. Why do I not have... Oh, because it's full. Oops. Typically, when I don't forget to empty my blood storage container, you can extract and still pick up the body to take it home. There we go. You built your base right in the middle of 3 bases. Just take your buggy out. Nice. You like that you just have to tap F now to pick up the body. Yeah, they did change some nice things. It makes some of the interactions a little bit easier. I have to get these guys quick before they despawn. Get another one. Any more? Just hit F on them and they'll stay longer, even just, you know, even if you can't pick them up. Oh yeah, because then they'll go into the little container, but that despawns really quickly too. Just to see what other loot is up here. Like I said, loot goblin. There's the big chest. There's been a few of those that have been traps. Got myself poisoned, got myself blown up. It's always an adventure. There were more bases where mine is. They've since deteriorated, whether whoever built them moved or, you know, just abandoned them. There's another base up here. I am hungry. It's time to talk about food. We do enjoy talking about food around here, for anybody who hasn't had that experience yet. Too far away, because of course. Ouch. Ah, you only said it twice. Ah, he was just out of reach. You only said it twice. You're not gonna die. I'm not gonna die now. pretty sure there's somebody else. Flower sand will keep. Iron we don't really have to go looking too hard for. That can go away. Hey! I knew there was somebody else. Did I drop him? It did, because I'm carrying too much of something. That's not gonna help. Let's see, can we pick him up now? Yes. Okay, perfect. I built right by that base. Just drive the buggy around the island and collect the bodies. Yeah. Nice and convenient. There's a couple of small camps right near my base, but it's just, you know, a couple of people, so coming up here is nicer. Oops, storage full. Did I? Oh, okay. Alright, that's all the bodies I can take apparently. It's nice that there's good, convenient places like that where if you do need something simple like bodies or iron, there's good nodes where you don't have to travel all over the map for just, you know, one or two spots of material. There's still little patches throughout, but they balance that really well. Wait. Am I not going where I think I'm going? Did I get myself turned around again? Me get lost on my own map? Of course. I did. I went the wrong way. You will learn that I have no sense of direction in game. I think I've figured out that it's the intangibility of it. Because in real life, I do have a decent sense of direction. Sorry. Barrel rolls are fun. Drop these off. Picked up some fuel while we were out, so we'll be able to do that. Oh, I can't pull. Okay. Can't pull from my Thopter into that, but okay, and these don't pull from. Okay. So now, oops. The death stills don't pull from the chests. Good to know. All right. Beautiful. We need to drop off this blood. When we do go out, I love the deposit all button and the extract and the fill containers button. That was really nice of them to add. Now we're just missing labeling of the chests. Right off the bat, they had a lot of really good stuff. Being able to pull the inventory out of your vehicles without having to put it in your backpack and then take it to your chest. You can automatically put it in the chests from the chest whether it's in your buggy or your sand bike or your thopter or whatever. So they had a lot of really good stuff right off the bat. But they need labeling. They need chest labeling. Whether it's signage that you can put up or renaming the chests. Like, it's the one thing that I want to complete my organization. Puppy dog. What kind of dog do you have? A Staffy? Nice. I like this spot that we built because, nice, I do like pits. They're the sweetest dogs. They've got some great personality. I like this spot because Shai-Hulud is very active right in this area, so we haven't watched anybody get eaten yet. We've seen a couple of close calls, but nothing super exciting. But she is really active, and it's entertaining. Alright, let's make another run for space. Hey, here we go. One more run into the deep desert. They have a favorite, they too tend to have a favorite human. I'm more of a cat person than a dog person, but I can appreciate a good dog. That's awful. That's horrible. I know they call them bully breeds, but they are some of the best dogs. Pit bulls, boxers. My aunt had mastiffs. Oh, they're so gorgeous. That's good. That's really good. HOAs have the worst rules. Actually, let's go, because it's an H. Let's run that one. I volunteered at a local rescue for 10 years. Nice. Nice. I refuse to ever live in one. Let's see, I think it would have been junior high-ish age. I volunteered at the Humane Society, and that was a lot of fun. And my sister now, she fosters for the Humane Society, so she fosters the cats. whether it's an adult cat that needs some extra care before it's adoptable, or the kittens either abandoned or a mama with a litter until they're old enough to be adopted. So she does that, and that's really fun because then you get to play with the cats, you get to experience them, and then, you know, I highly recommend having a cat. I highly recommend it. We're gonna go back up to H8 and see if that spice blow's still there. Honestly, if it's your first cat, I would suggest adopting an older, like not an old cat, but an adult cat. Spend some time with them. Go to the shelter, the Humane Society, whatever there is in your area, so that you can see a little bit of their personality. It's not going to be the same in that type of environment, but you can kind of get a taste for it. If you've never had a cat before, I would recommend doing that. Having a kitten, you can help them develop their personality if you raise them from a kitten. And so it just kind of depends on what you want out of that relationship with your animal. But you also have the kitten stage where they're chewing on everything, and they're not as bad as dogs about chewing on things. But they will still get into a lot more. Having an adult cat that's kind of mellowed out a little bit can sometimes be easier. That was the cat we had growing up. We had a Maine Coon. He was pure white with blue eyes. We had a Maine Coon. I was 2 when we got him, and he lived until let's see, how old was I? So he lived for 15 years. For a long hair, though, they don't shed as much as you would think a long hair cat would. They are really good for not leaving hair everywhere. They can get pretty big. They are. That fur is just beautiful. I'll have to see if I've got a picture floating around somewhere. None of that is digital, so I'll have to find a physical picture and post it. He was beautiful. I have an orange tabby now. And he is, has that typical personality. Occasionally has the brain cell. Oh, that's a fancy cat. An Egyptian Mau. It's so intriguing, though, that different breeds can have such different personalities and things that they're known for like that. Talkative and very smart, yeah. I hear Siamese cats are very talkative. I knew someone that had a Russian blue that was kind of mouthy. You're his favorite human when you're there. Nice. That's fun. It's good to be a cat's favorite human. One was mean. Let's see if we see any other blows on our way up. There's the crater for the big one. is in F8. Okay. Almost there. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean. There's this one too. That one's picked mostly clean. We'll check the one at H first. Yeah. Whoops, did we veer too far? We did veer too far. Get back into the 8s. One of these days I'm going to be gliding, and I'm going to, because I try to, you know, go to the bottom of the glide and not raise up until I absolutely have to conserve fuel. But one of these days I'm going to get too low, and I'm just waiting for that to come out of the side of the dune and just get me. This one's decent. H8, okay, so yeah, this is the one. Doesn't look like anybody's touched it. Either somebody picked up what I had already compacted, or it dispersed. But yeah, it must have dispersed because it doesn't look like anybody's touched it. Yeah, I saw it. The amount of time it would get to get across the map, though. It kind of feels like I do. There's a you know, in-game chat shows there's a couple of people up here. But it is really quiet tonight. In one sense, it's kind of anticlimactic. I said the keyword, yeah, right. I said it. It's all over now. Oh, he's closer than I think he is. Shoot. Ah, run. I cut that one a little bit close. I got that one. Yep. Before I came up here, I came into the deep desert much later than the point where I was able to. Like, once I was able to, I didn't come up here right away. And because I was really nervous about it. So having it be really quiet like this, obviously I've been up here frequently enough to be comfortable with it now. But it is kind of anticlimactic, you know, other than, you know, when we do silly things like that. You've only been deep in twice with a guild. A and B row solo so far. Nice. We forgot to put these away. Oopsie. Got me thinking now you may be overacting with the whole worm thing. Hey, it takes time to get comfortable with it. And just how much excitement you want in your life, right? He's on the other side of the hill. We're good. We're fine. My power pack is about to break. How much is my power pack about to break? Okay, we'll see what breaks first. Like I said, there was a it took a while for me to not be overly jumpy. Oh, my power pack's gonna break before my compactor does. We'll see what happens first. Will I fill up my inventory or will my power pack break? I was, holy goodness. Oh. Yeah, that one was right there. Just a bit. Like this, the loot you find around the world, the extra power packs and the extra shields, I was recycling those. You really don't get a lot out of them. So now I've taken to just keeping them and using them until they break, just so that I'm not crafting new ones all the time or using the materials to repair them. Because they're fairly common. So as long as I've got 2 or 3 extras in my inventory, I'll use the ones that I find, and I'll have one that's brand new made, so it has that durability to it, so that if I do run out, I have one that I can repair that has the sufficient durability to take it and be worth the supplies. Zadopek, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. It is good to have you. You guys are amazing. We've reached another goal. I'm gonna have to do an extra long stream to celebrate. Thank you so much. How are you? I lost track of him. Let me in. See, like that. Where it took a second to actually get in my Thopter. That's what scares me. Yeah, he was just saying hi, it's fine. It's fine. You're better now? Well, glad I can help. He's coming after me quite a bit more frequently than he was earlier, which I'm okay with. I'm good. Gets the heart rate going up, the blood flow. Who needs the gym for cardio, right? There he is. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. You read somewhere it depends on how long you wait in between him coming. Like if you don't come down quite as quickly, let him get out of range. Which that makes sense. It really does. I like it when there's logic. He's kind of close. Looks like some of our parts are getting pretty low too. Do some repair on our Thopter. We accidentally harvest instead of... I need to see something here real quick. Oh shit, our generator's at 17%. Whoops. That's uncomfortably low. I'm gonna head back because I don't want to get caught out here with a broken generator. Because I have nothing at the moment to repair it with, and I don't know where our deep desert base got moved to after the reset. I don't know if you put it in the same spot. One of the guild did build a simple base up here for safety and minor repairs. With the deep desert reset every week, I'm not sure if you put it in the same spot. And it's all the way on the other side of the map. So either way, I'm either going a long way south or a long way the other direction. You like how things change with the storms? Yes, I like it too, because it keeps things from being memorized, and you have to explore more of the map, and not just keep going to the same places all of the time. It's a really cool mechanic. See how fast it's going down. I may be more worried about this than I need to be, but I've never let it get this low. It's one of those things that I usually try to keep an eye on a little bit better, and I just forgot this time. It's like driving your car in real life, never letting it get below a quarter of a tank, because you never know. Gotta decide what I'm having to eat. I'm hungry. Been craving strawberry rhubarb pie lately. I should see if I could find some rhubarb. Strawberries are easy enough. It's the rhubarb that's a little bit harder to get a hold of. you're particular about carrying wire and fuel. Repair rather than, well, better to repair more often than not repair often enough. Daryl, hello, how are you? It is good to see you. I finished that quest in 76 that was broken the other day when we played. I played the next day, and it was working, so. Yeah. It's one of those random broken ones, I guess. I almost forgot about it. That looks distinctly like quicksand. I tend to not carry the welding gun and wire because, again, it takes up inventory space, and me being the loot goblin that I am, don't want unnecessary. I mean, I carry more things than I probably should anyway, because there's other things that I never know if I'm going to need. Like, I carry a spare sword, I carry a spare gun, but with the welding welding gun and the construction gun, I stopped carrying those around because, like, the construction tool you only use at your base unless you're specifically going out to build another base. And as long as you remember to repair when you're out, you come back to base often enough that, you know, it's not one of those things. I did carry it for a while like you do. It was just, it kept getting in the way. Yes. I am a hoarder. In every game. In every game. You enjoy it. Until I don't scrap things properly. I need to go through my stash and in 76 and get rid of some of the things that I've collected because they sounded cool at the time. We are headed the right direction. Perfect. I think Valheim was one of the harder ones to control because it was weight-based. The inventory system. That always makes it more difficult. Having a balance of weight and slots is nice, but when it's entirely weight-based, Valheim was awful. The inventory system in games like Diablo and Titan Quest, where it's like you play Tetris to make everything fit, those are pretty fun. Those games are awful though for me because I want to pick up all the things. There's so much loot in those games. I need to keep an eye out when the next big Titan Quest 2 update happens. I'm sure it'll be a while before there's anything big. I know they've done a couple of patches. But let's see. Let's get back into Enshrouded soon. That'll be awesome. I don't know how I would feel about a game that had unlimited inventory, though, where you could pick up everything indiscriminately and have no consequences to it. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be as satisfying. There's got to be some incentive to pay attention to what you're picking up. Besides just the fact that you need it for crafting or building or things like that, or, you know, picking up all the weapons and armor and things like that. So to have an unlimited inventory space would just be weird. At least we've stopped flinching at the missiles now. Now that we know it doesn't hurt you. I think you should be able to carry more, or have them make it so you don't have to gather so much. Yeah, I feel like the volume is, like, the slots are fine. The number of different things that you can carry is good, but they either need to make, like, for example, only being able to carry one body, that takes up those are really heavy. So either make things weigh a little bit less. It makes sense for the ore to be heavy, right? But are you repairing for me? Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I feel like the bodies are overly heavy. So either, you know, give us a little bit more volume to our inventory. No. Guess we've got to put it in the chest first. Really? Oh, I wonder if it's because I've remade it. Hang on a second. Just a second. Because I've done some things here. Let's see. Vehicle assembly, disassembly. Huh, interesting. Okay. Hang on a second. Really? Okay. It's being weird. I thought there was a way to just do guild access to that. It's fine. I'll take care of it. Actually, I know what we can do here. Why is this? There we go, that's why. That's why it wasn't working. It was being weird. Guess we have to do it this way. That's not what I wanted. Give me a second to do this again. How about now? Will that work? Or do I have to bump you up to one more? More toolballs would be great, so you don't have to continually switch out tools. Yeah. You're like me in real life, running around barefoot. It's great. Beautiful. Yes. There we go. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, for things like using your, damn it, survey probe launcher, there we go. I have like one slot, my 7 slot is my things that I switch out whenever I need to. My survey probe launcher, my static, my compactor, my tools, whatever I'm using, whether it's the welding tool or construction tool. So yeah, having an extra secondary toolbar would be nice. Yeah, the generator was scary low. My wings were getting pretty low too. Get the wings. The wings take the most beating, which makes sense. Wait till they're under 5% before repairing. That's stretching it. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. That would be rough. All right, we needed another power pack. Our power pack is about to break. Turtle, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. No power pack there. That's a Mark IV. We need a Mark V. I guess I'd keep spares sitting around. Okay. Those are kind of my personals that I keep stuff in. I'm sure we've got stuff up here. Spencer belts. Fuel. Our miscellany chest. Really? Have I not picked up any lately? It's possible that I haven't. There's also stuff downstairs. All the way downstairs. Let's empty out our Thopter before we forget. Put that in there. And that in there. Okay. I think just one toolbar would be sufficient. Like a primary and a secondary. That's also a Mark IV. Interesting. You know, I said we keep multiples. That's a Mark III. We can completely get rid of the Mark III now. Huh. We may not have picked up as many as we thought we have, or we've used them all. It's also very possible. There shouldn't be any power packs in here. Okay, I guess we have used them all. That's fine. Let's see here. Power pack mark 6. It's gonna take all of our spice to be able to do this. Well, we need it. First generation power packs were quite unstable and had an unfortunate habit of blowing its user to smithereens. What's the level of size when it comes to smithereens versus bits? You know, versus, let's see. I don't know, can't think of any descriptors right now. Happens quite rarely now. Sure, why not? Let's use all of the spice and irradiated cores that we've got right now. It's fine. Alright, there's our new power pack. We're going to keep this one as a backup in case something awful happens and, you know, we get ourselves killed and need a backup. We'll have it. It needs to be prepared, but at least we'll have it. Oops. Let's go back upstairs. And the fiber should go in. Almost got it right the first time. Almost. We need to make more power cells too, or fuel cells for... We've got one large one for our vehicles. I think we're down to one large. Yep, looks like it. Where is our chemical refinery? Downstairs. Alright, we'll get this fuel going and then that is where we're going to call it for tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining me. It is always a good time. Here we go. Let's make a couple of these. There we go. Here we go. Alright guys, yep, this is where we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in chat. Thebia, thank you for joining me in game a little bit. Appreciate it. Let me know when you are at level and want to start hanging out and playing. You can always join the voice chat in Discord as well, even if you aren't currently at level. Yeah, Shaylin, thanks so much for hopping in and joining. Looking forward to seeing you next time. I am live every weeknight from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday nights is always multiplayer, Friday nights with Fred. We've been playing Dune a lot, obviously, but we will also mix it up. We do other multiplayer games during the week as well, so it's not just on Friday nights. But it is a variety of games. Torier, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Lots of different games, a lot of survival games like this, but we do also play things like Titan Quest. We did the early access for Titan Quest 2, so that was super fun. Looking forward to more updates on that. So looking forward to continuing on and seeing what other games we add to the rotation. If you missed any of the live streams, those replays are available to view over on YouTube. I always post the replays over there. You can join the Discord. That link is in my bio. There is also a link for it in chat as well. Saturday mornings, I am live as well at 9 a.m. with my series stream. I play through a series of games. I've experienced several new games on Saturdays, go playing through them. I'm currently playing through Assassin's Creed for the first time. That has been super fun. I will be starting Black Flag on this Saturday, so looking forward to that. And then we do a Saturday afternoon bonus stream as well. So look for that, usually starting at about 2:30 is when that starts. Once again, Eastern Standard Time for the time zones. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys in chat and in a variety of games next time. So we will see you all later.